Okay, recording this video on Thursday, the 8th of July 2021. It's just gone 11 o'clock exactly, 11 p.m. Chicago time. Do hope you are doing well. So, laid out with a video. Haven't had a video up for a few days. Just thought I'd do a rip around a few charts that might be of interest to you. So, going to look at the Emini, Bitcoin, sugar, corn, gold and silver, coffee and crude. We'll do crude last. So we're looking at tick bar charts. This is a mess on a small window, but on a big screen it looks pretty good. One of the things I'm doing is the groupings of these are actually fairly important, and just an FYI, the grouping for these 6 charts down here in this bottom left hand corner are all the risk off charts. Everything else is kind of risk on. So I've got gold and silver, Bitcoin bonds, Japanese yen and Swiss franc, and they tend to strengthen when we've got a kind of risk-off environment. They've been doing rather well in the last couple of days. You can see a lot of red kind of bars over here. So yeah, maybe we're in for interesting times ahead. So Emini, first of all, and we had a signal short on the 4500 tip bar chart just after the long weekend, and we came back up to test, and you can see here we had a whole cluster the other evening at the close of blue professional bars, and then the overnight session we kind of sold off. So this was kind of today's activity where we kind of bounced and came back up into kind of a 50% kind of retracement move. And what's interesting for me is a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of came in here. During the day session, there was actually a Rambo pattern that this bounced off. I think this low or this low, probably this low here, was a Rambo pattern, and we bounced back up. So I'm in short on a trade here and continuing to hold it overnight, just because we have not seen exhaustion sell on the downside. We haven't seen down bars, blue professional down bars kind of down here at the lows, and I think this retrace back 50% of the way is just an opportunity for the professionals to get short again. I was liking this move a couple of hours ago when we were kind of really starting to head down, but we've bounced a little bit in the interim, so we'll wait and see. So that's what's happening on the E-mini. So we've had a signal short and a potential kind of re-entry opportunity. So let's see if we get down below 42.80. Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin is trying our patience, but that's the whole idea. If your patience is being tried, that's because you're being psychologically tested, and the pros are trying to shake everybody out. So we have a move up. Talked about this last time. Oversold condition here with these red black backgrounds. That means better sine wave cyclically. We are oversold at this point. And then second indicator to come in is exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence. This is volume momentum. Shows us we're kind of exhausted on the downside. And then we have a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of came in. That was on that spike below 30. Bang, they came in here. If I'm right and we're just basing ready for the next kind of move up, it would be unusual, it would be kind of unfortunate if we kind of tested back down to these kind of levels. I don't think the professionals will kind of let that happen, and seemingly right now that's what's kind of going on. So tough day for kind of crypto Bitcoin holders over the last 24 hours or so, as we've kind of sold off again, but it has held at 32. Whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of come in with exhaustion sell at this point. So what we need is bullish divergence to come in, maybe another blue professional bar as they kind of get this thing going, and pro-am to kind of trail it down. We also actually need support on better sine wave to kind of come in a similar pattern to this, or one of these kind of background red patterns. Let's see if we get it. If we break above, the trailing pro-am stop, that'll be a good sign. So that's what I'm looking for. Getting above the highs of those blue professional bars will show that area where the professionals, a whole cluster of blue professional bars come in, is like an accumulation zone that they want to grab it at. Just like, similarly here, as soon as we got above, can't actually zoom that up for you, but that's almost like a U-turn there. As soon as they got above the blue professional bar kind of sequence down there, that was showing that was an accumulation zone. So we've got some red bars kind of going on, which means breaking into an uptrend. So potentially here at 33 we could kind of take off again. So, but like I said, if you're into the cryptos and Bitcoin, it is definitely testing our patience at this point. So let's talk about a losing trade, corn. I got taken out on my break-even stop. which was sitting just here. I think it was about 49, 549. So I did a video about this a few days ago, talking about limit moves and how that we could see the professionals were interested in this. You can see each of the digs down here. We have blue professional bars stepping in, stepping in, stepping in, after exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence, and all of our triple signals, these red vertical dotted lines kind of going off saying, you know, look out. And so I was into this trade long, and we went for a limit up move here, and we kept on going through those highs, and it just gave way. So was that professionals using that limit up move based on that news to get out? Seemingly so, because we got below the highs of those, the lows of those blue professional bars. We've had a signal here. It is late because, you know, we had this pretty big limit down move. Blue professional bars kind of come in, we bounce up a fraction, and then we're heading down. So that's unfortunate. Ended up being a break-even trade. Haven't been a really nice kind of winner on that side for corn, but instead got into sugar on the downside. So sugar here, same pattern. So I hope everybody's getting the picture. It's like, you know, it's the same patterns again and again. It's the three indicators, non-correlated. You know, when they all kind of signal together, you got high probability trades and reversal of direction. So here we go. We've got in the background all these gray bars showing that that is overbought on cyclically on better sine waves. So that's price only. Then we have an exhaustion buy, bearish divergence. So in volume momentum terms, we're kind of overbought at that stage. And we have blue professional bars taking profits on the way up, a couple right up here. And as soon as we're starting to break the trailing stop, better pro-am trails a stop under those professional bars, bang, that signals us into a downtrend. And when all three conditions go off, so we're looking at price, volume, and average trade size, that's when we get these triple signals going on here, bang, bang, bang. So we just had a signal come up on 10-year bonds, or is it 10-year notes? I think technically that's the term. So here we go. This is just on the tip bar chart. We've just had a signal short. Let's wait and see on that one, because we've just got the one blue professional bar kind of gone off there. So that's of interest, but what I need is for the bonds to continue to strengthen and for equities to go down. But anyway, let's get back to this sugar chart here. So these are the triple signals. When all three indicators kind of go off in sequence, whatever that sequence is, we get a triple signal, and we got three of these go off one after the other. So this is an under the lip trade. So we get some weakness, we come back up under the lip, which is formed by this trailing stop for better pro-am, and we start to weaken, bang, we kind of head down. So I got short into this on the open of that day a couple of days ago on this move here, and then we've weakened subsequently. So that's a nice trade kind of going on. So blue professional bars, it sold down pretty hard at the end of today's activity, and sugar trades some kind of weird hours. I think it's 3:30 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. Have I got that right? Anyway, you can always look it up on your system here. So when we go to, here we go in TradeStation, that tells you what the hours are. So 3:30 to 1 p.m. There we go, and that's New York time because it's trading out of the ICE exchange. So trailed us down, blue professional bar kind of heading down. Hopefully that's a whole bunch of professionals selling it down. This move won't be over until we see exhaustion sell, cyclical support on better sine wave, and more kind of blue professional bars kind of coming in. So let's hopefully that one will make up for the break-even trade on corn. So coffee, let's talk coffee. Here we go, 400 tip bar chart of coffee, and coffee is making some nice moves kind of lately. So we've had a nice kind of swing trade here, long, swing trade short into this move, and we're setting up for a swing trade long. We've not broken into an uptrend yet on better sine wave here, so maybe there's an opportunity for to get in on a little bit of weakness and kind of wait for that. But same pattern, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, blue professional bars, cyclically oversold, and that's where we get the triple signals kind of lining up there. So that's coffee. So gold and silver. So talked about this chart a while ago. I'm in long gold, which is kind of going all right. Same pattern, exhaustion sell bullish divergence, blue professional bars, cyclically oversold, and we get a triple signal when it takes off. And we had that strength that I was talking about, 1780 being a key level, and then getting above 1800. So we're fussing around a little bit here. So hopefully, we kind of continue to the upside. So gold is looking strong. But I was less keen on the silver chart, and silver has actually weakened here. So we did get a signal long, but it took a while to break into an uptrend. And then with this latest activity, we've weakened again and got below blue professional bars. So this signal was kind of predicated on exhaustion, selling, and bullish divergence back here. And it wasn't on this kind of left shoulder at this point here. It was just a flush signal there. So it wasn't as clean as the gold picture. So I didn't like it as much. But, still 26 hovering around 26 is a critical level on gold. So let's see if we go, on silver. Here you can see the exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence, a lot cleaner pattern there on gold compared to that silver chart where the exhaustion pattern was happening here and not here. So that's why I like the gold chart more. So what else are we going to do? Crude. Finally talk about crude. So everybody's kind of keen on crude, and then today it rallied and everybody said, the sell-off in crude was overdone and it's actually going up and blah, blah, blah. No. Crude's going, for the time being, I think crude is going down. And here's why. So we've had our signal, triple signal. You can see all these overbought signals going on over the last, almost month and a bit? Just extraordinary. So we're overbought. We had this big move in crude. But it didn't all kind of come together until we get the triple here with the exhaustion, buying, bearish divergence, breaking below the blue professional bars, and cyclically overbought. So the signal actually was pretty good, kind of came in here at 75, and we had a little push up, and then we broke into a downtrend, bang. But note, that exhaustion selling is getting the move going. That's not ending the move. And then down here at 71, we didn't have blue professional bars kind of pick it up. We didn't have exhaustion sell. And all we've done is come back up to blue professional bars. So on that retrace, not unlike that E-mini signal, is a similar kind of pattern. On the retrace, the blue professional bars kind of come in as soon as we kind of break below the lows of that, kind of break back into a downtrend. I think we're going to go through 71 and see where we go. So not dissimilar to the retracement that we're having on the E-mini right now. No blue professional bars at the lows, no exhaustion sell. We've just come back to a retracement where the blue professional bars kind of step in. So crude for me, for the time being, I think longer term, I don't think we've done enough to kind of signal the end of the move in crude. But certainly on the tip bar chart at the moment, I think we're going to go down further because we've not bottomed this kind of properly. So there we go, a rip around the charts. Hope your trading is going well. Looking forward to Friday.